Pokemon Platinum with one Pikachu was a bit of a break, so let's get back into the hardcore challenges you guys love. Today is the day that we figure out, would I be able to beat Pokemon Fire Red with only a single Yamcha? Stats-wise, Yamcha is all-around weak with no strong advantages in any stat. By level up, he learned some passable moves, but nothing with any serious power. Thankfully, he can learn quite a few TMs, so I'll need to hunt around if I want to get a good moveset. He also has the ability Own Tempo so that he can't get confused, a pretty solid ability. Just like last time, I'll be writing this script as I go through with the challenge, so all of this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if you think I can win or not. I bet that I can do it, but that is going to take a long time. Honestly, I'm really pumped to see what battles are unexpectedly hard. Let's explain the rules. In combat, you can only use Yamcha. I'll need other fighters to use HMs, but I won't be able to use any of those fighters in battle. I won't use glitches or exploits. No using the items menu in battle. Only held items and items outside of combat are allowed. Let's do this. Normally I'd use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to start with the Pokemon I need, but for whatever reason the program doesn't seem to be accepting the ROM. But thankfully, Yamcha can be found very early on Route 22 anyway. So I picked Goku as my starter so that my rival will have Vegeta. I figure Yamcha will want some revenge on him. I do the usual, get the parcel for Dr. Brief in Aru Village, go back to Mount Paozu, get the capsules from him, then I go to Route 22 and catch a Yamcha. I name my Yamcha Joey and start on my journey. Ours is a lonely nature, so he has extra attack and less defense. I'm cool with that. It thematically fits Yamcha pretty well actually, and this'll help his Wolf Fang Fist later. First thing I do is head to North Forest to train. This place is great because the demons here are dark type, so my fighting type kicks are super effective. Piccolo can be an issue though, as he's grass and fighting rather than dark. Thankfully, Cybermen of this low a level don't know self-destruct yet. We all know how Yamcha feels about them. After battling our first trainer, we hit level 7 and learn Guard, so let's go over our moves. Kick is a 50 power, 95 accuracy fighting type attack, and Guard raises our defense by 1 stage. Pretty basic stuff. Yamcha doesn't learn anything too fancy by level up. After North Forest, we're on to the Saiyan Realm and go to Yajirobe's gym, but I hardly managed to survive the trainer in there, so I decided to train more before I tackle Yajirobe himself. On my way back to Aru Village, I hit level 12 and learn Roga Fufuken, or Wolf Fang Fist in English. It's a 100 accuracy, 60 power fighting move that builds power every time we get hit after we activate it. Great for long battles. I go and do the optional fight with my rival to get some quick experience. Wolf Fang Fist makes very short work of his Bear Thief and Vegeta, so it's back to leveling in North Forest for a bit. Later we hit level 16 and I decide to go after Yajirobe. He's surprisingly easy with me taking out his team with only just a few Wolf Fang Fists, netting me the Saiyan badge. I also get the TM for Energy Punch, an 85 power 100 accuracy move that has a chance to raise our attack power. I might learn that later, that seems like a pretty good one. I start making my way through the trainers on my way to Mount Moon and hit level 18, learning Sokiden, or Spirit Ball in English. It's a 60 power 100 accuracy fire move. The description says it may hit multiple times, but it doesn't. It's just a pretty standard energy attack. Wolf Fang Fist is better, but I appreciate having the type coverage. Next up is Mount Moon itself. It's mostly uneventful, but on my way I took the 3-star Dragon Ball. I knew that if I didn't say what I took, you'd all ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone ask anyway. The comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. We reach Namek Town and I go straight for the gym. While fighting the trainers, I hit level 23 and learn Jet Kick, a solid 95 power, 90 accuracy fighting type move. I replace Kick and go after Mori, the cruel fighter trainer. Ginyu takes out half my health with some dash attacks. Him hitting me first means my Wolf Fang Fist doesn't actually power up off of him. Second out is Frieza, and although I hit hard, he does too, nearly taking me out with a Ki Blast. He recovers his health with a Satan Drink, but his Ki Blast powered up my Wolf Fang Fist, letting me finish him off and earning me the Namek badge. I also got the TM for I-Beams. It's an alright move, but Yamcha can't learn it. I head towards Nugget Bridge and bump into our rival. This fight is usually a big problem, so let's see how it turns out. First, he sends out Cooler, a fast dark type. Wolf Fang Fist one-shots him thanks to the type advantage. Second is Zarbon, who's nothing special. He kicks us, but it mostly serves to power up our Wolf Fang Fist as we finish him off. Third, he sends out Nuzaru, a really powerful ape with Intimidate, so our attack power is lowered. I decide to guard once as he hits Crush, doing a decent chunk of damage. I go for Jet Kick and do a lot of damage as he crushes us again. A Wolf Fang Fist finishes him off, but our health is red. Last out is Vegeta, who's now Super Saiyan. He easily finishes us off with an energy punch since he's faster than us. Really, we didn't stand a chance. We need to get faster than him. Second shrine, we're level 26. This time I try sweeping my way through with Wolfang Fist, powering up off Ozaru, but thanks to his Intimidate lowering our attack, Vegeta manages to survive with a sliver of health and take us out with an energy punch. The speed tie that we have is really a pain. Third try and we're level 28, breaking our speed tie. This time Vegeta never attacks us in between him powering up and us being too fast for him to attack twice. 3 tries of this battle isn't bad considering our rivals' fighters have much better base stats than we do. I know I have another rival fight coming up, so I make sure to take out all of the trainers near Red Ribbon Base before moving on to the SSN. I cleared every cabin, getting to level 36 before tackling our rival. This time our level was just too high and he was a total pushover, with me easily sweeping through his entire team. I get the Cut HM, but we don't have any fighters who can learn it, so I catch a few and teach Cut to a Bioman, then enter the Red Ribbon Gym. It takes forever, but I solve the stupid random trash can puzzle and face off with the Android Trainer General Red. Wolfang Fist takes out Android 18 and 17 easily. 16 is shockingly powerful, surviving with quite a bit of health and hitting incredibly hard with a rocket punch. But one more hit and we earn ourselves the Red Badge, as well as the TM for Energy Field, a pretty strong fire move that we might learn later. On our way to Rock Tunnel, we level up to 40 and learn our last level up move, Ki Blast. It's just a 90 power variation of the move we already have, so we take it. On the other side of Rock Tunnel, we reach Makio Town, the home of the creepiest dialogue in the entire video game. Yeah, I leave Makio Town. Next is on to West Town and Pilaf's hideout under the casino. Much like his henchman, Pilaf was no real threat, and it was a total sweep, getting me the A-Scouter, which we need for God's Tower back in Makio Town. Also on the way back, I saw the 7-star Dragon Ball just sitting there, so I grabbed it. Next is on to the rival battle in God's Tower. As usual, Cooler goes down in one hit from Wolfang Fist, as does Zarbon with a Jet Kick. Uzaru is always going to be an issue though, so I decide to hit it with a Ki Blast to see if it's super effective. It does a lot of damage, but isn't super effective. Uzaru must have low special defense. A second Ki Blast, and he's down. Android 13 goes down in one Jet Kick, leaving me with Vegeta, who also goes down in a Jet Kick. It feels like I've passed a kind of stat threshold where I'm just strong enough to one-shot most trainers. This usually means that I should mop up the plot for the area fast and move on to a higher level place, so I rush my way through God's Tower. I get to the top, exorcise the ghost that's haunting it, it's Garlic Jr., spoilers, and rescue Kami to get the Ocarina. Before we head to Capsule Corp though, it's back to West City to fight Bulma, the Biofighter trainer. She uses First Form, Second Form, and Perfect Form Cell, but I sweep the whole thing easily with Jet Kick, getting the Bio Badge and a TM for Shield, a move raising our special defense. Doesn't seem that useful. Before we can hit up Satan City, we have to clear out the Team Pilaf takeover of Capsule Corp. If I wanted, I could easily grab the keycard and go straight for the boss fights, but since there's no such thing as too many experience points, I clear the place out first. Before we can confront Pilaf himself, we have another rival fight. I Jet Kick Super Cooler to take him out instantly since his Death Ball would probably do massive damage. I guard against Zarbon to get a bit of defense and start using Wolfang Fist. A second guard as he jumps up for a diving kick, then I finish him off with Wolfang Fist. Uzaru is out and I get insanely lucky, critting him for a one-shot. Next is Super C13, who has a terrifying ability that boosts his attack power. He crits with a dynamite kick, taking me out. Even without the crit, I probably would have fainted, so I decided to go to Cycling Road to fight more trainers. While I'm down there, I decide to hit up the Bobbity Zone in Ginger Town to get the Shell Bell, more on that later. I decide to go straight for the 6th gym, Bobbity's Magen Gym, and doesn't feel like this should be here for some reason. Anyway, on to Bobbity. His team is all dark type, so I plow through like it's nothing with Wolfang Fist. Kid Buu hits really hard, but fighting type attacks are super effective, so it wasn't too tough. With the 6th gym defeated, I can now use my Shell Bell to call Turtle from Mount Paozu to surf to Master Roshi's island. Enigma's mansion was simple as always, but finding a turtle suit to hold for extra experience was a really nice find. Onto the 7th gym with Master Roshi's Zed Fighter team. He's yet another pushover. His Super Saiyan 3 Goku's Kamehameha hits like a bulldozer, but I survive and finish him off, earning me the Roshi badge and TM20 for Kamehameha. It's literally just a slightly stronger Ki Blast, so I learn it. Finally, we're onto our rival again. This time with some fantastic crit luck, we managed to push through the fight. Kamehameha really helped us cope with our attack being cut by Intimidate. Vegeta still hits damn hard though. After that we fight Pilaf at the top of Capsule Corp, but since he just has a bunch of dark types, Wolfang Fist makes short work of his entire team. Before we can go on to the 8th gym though, we need to catch up on the 5th gym, Satan's gym. We enter and... I don't feel like this should be here either. Anyway, leader Satan's team is obviously way too low level to be a threat at this point, considering we've already done the 6th and 7th gyms. I got the TM for Dynamite Kick. It's tempting due to being a fighting move with tons of power, but I'm really not feeling its 80 accuracy. On to Pilaf, the 8th and final gym leader, way back in Aru Village from the start. Again, he heavily uses dark types, so he's a cakewalk. He gives us the TM for Thief, an appropriate move for Yamcha, but not a very strong one. Last before Victory Road, we have to fight our rival again, but we don't really stand a chance. I need to go level up more. I also catch 30 fighters so that Dr. Brief's aid will give me a Dragon Radar, letting me get the leftovers from this tile that in an alternate universe may have made sense. Leftovers are a held item that let you regain 1/16 of your max health every turn, so it's a great way of staying a bit more healthy without using any battle items. Perfect for us, since the rules say we can't use items in battle, but we can use held items. You did read the rules at the start, right? I get comments about that all the time. I hit level 83 and learn Zenzoken? Afterimage technique. It raises our dodge chance so that we can survive in spite of having about the quarter of the stats of some of the tougher opponents that we're gonna face. Time for the rival. First he sends out his Golden Uzaru, cutting our attack with Intimidate. I can't handle many of his attacks, so I go for Kamehameha right away. Wrath hits us hard, but leftovers get us 11 health a turn. A second Kamehameha takes him out. Out second is by far his weakest fighter, Zarbon 2. This is my chance to spam some after images, so that I can survive his ridiculously overpowered Majin Vegeta. I almost said Majin Phil. God, I watched too many speedruns. As you can see, Zarbon can hardly hurt us, and often just wastes his time using counter. We're actually healing more than he does damage to us. 6 after images, and we finish him off with Kamehameha. Next is Super C13, an incredibly hard hitter. Kamehameha leaves him with a sliver of health, and through insanely bad luck, we get crit with a dynamite kick and nearly die. I took him out, and next is Metacooler. Kamehameha nearly kills him too, as I get hit by Death Ball and take shockingly little damage. I have to say, my dodge luck is insanely bad to be getting hit this much right now. I take him out, and next is Majin Vegeta, who could probably one-shot us from full health if he wants to. He hits with Final Impact, finishing us off. Good God, the chances of getting hit 3 times in a row with full dodge chance is insanely low. I do the same thing and make my way back to Majin Vegeta, but this time I don't have the worst luck in the universe. I still somehow get hit by Energy Punch and nearly die, but I manage to finish him off. It seems like Afterimage doesn't actually raise my defense chance even half as much as Double Team does. Probably for good balancing reasons. Last out is Perfect Cell, and I nearly had a heart attack as he tried to Kamehameha me. Thankfully, I managed to dodge. 2 Kamehamehas, and I managed to win. The last big challenge before the Hall of Fame is the Dragon League itself and the Fighter Champion, so I take this opportunity to do the final grind to level 100. Some of the fighters I'll be up against have moves with 250 power and 3 times higher base stats than me, so I'm gonna need every last level that I can get. We end up with pretty solid stats, although from my past experience playing this game, I can tell you that this is about the same as a level 50 Super Saiyan Gogeta, but with way less defense. So trust me when I say that we're still weaker than most of what we'll be fighting. I'm far from new to challenges though. Make your last guesses on if I'll be able to beat the Dragon League or not. Let's do this. First is East Kai, who opens with Aqua. Right off the bat, I take him out with a Jet Kick. He's a pretty weak fighter. Zengia also goes down with 1 kick. Janemba has a lot of health, but thankfully he's Dark type, so I easily take him out with Wolfang Fist. Speaking of Dark type, so is Frieza 4, who probably could have really hurt me if he survived. Last is Deborah, who's also Dark type and goes down instantly. East Kai is by far the weakest of the Kais, mostly using low-powered Dark type fighters. Second is South Kai, who starts with Torby, a character who I don't even remotely remember existing. 1 Jet Kick and he's down. Tapion goes out in 1 hit too, so does Spopovich thanks to him being Dark type. King Cold is Dark type, so he goes down easily, but last is a Golden Uzaru. I go for Kamehameha due to lowered attack. He crits with Crush for massive damage. Thanks to his berry, he survives Kamehameha, and I just hardly survive his second crush, but he uses a Senzu Bean to heal. Thankfully, that lets me get a free hit in, and I'm faster, so my second Kamehameha takes him out, winning me a close battle. This is the last of the easy Kais, though. West Kai is next, and he opens with Pecan. He's the first guy to survive a jet kick, but that just means they'll waste a Senzu Bean on him. A few Kamehamehas finish him off. Piccolo is out next, who's pretty weak by this point in the game, so one jet kick does the trick. I miss my jet kick on Garlic 2, but he counters, so nothing happens. Garlic 2 has awful stats, so the second kick ends him. Kid Buu is out, and this one is scary because he hits hard, but his health is low, so I managed to finish him off before he gets a chance to attack. He would have one-shot me for sure. Last is Harudegon's second form. He's a ghost, so I have to use Kamehameha, but I after-image once for safety. He takes out half my health in one hit, so this could go poorly. Kamehameha takes him to half health, and I hardly survive a second Phantom. Thanks to his berry, he survives my second Kamehameha and ends me with Fire Breath. I'll need to change my strategy. Second try, and I use 6 after images against Garlic 2 since he's hardly a threat anyway. This time, Harudegon misses enough times that I managed to win with a few Kamehameha waves. Last for the Dragon League is North Kai, who opens with Olabu. He's a pretty weak fighter, so I take the chance to open with my usual 6 after images. I'll need it considering the other fighters that North Kai has. He survives a jet kick, but that just makes him waste a Senzu Bean, so I'm happy with that. A few Wolfang Fists and he goes down, as Super Saiyan 3 Goku comes out. A massive threat. Shockingly, Jet Kick nearly takes him out, and Dragon Rush does very little damage to me. If he did one of his big energy moves, I'd be dead. Wolfang Fist finishes him off. Next is Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Jet Kick does a good amount of damage, but not great. His Dynamite Kick misses. That would have likely brought me to red health. Wolfang Fist ends him. Super Saiyan Gogeta is next, an insanely overpowered fighter. Jet Kick only brings him to just below half health, as he does an insane 170 power Stardust. I hang on with half health and finish him with a second Jet Kick. Thank God he didn't use his overpowered 250 power Big Bang Kamehameha. But speaking of, last is Super Saiyan Vegeta, who misses with the Big Bang Kamehameha. That would have taken me out, no doubt. He's actually faster than me for once, so this is really threatening. Jet Kick hits for a ton of damage as he eats a berry. He misses again with the Big Bang Kamehameha, and through crazy luck, my second Jet Kick does just enough damage to score the victory. Now we're on to the last battle of the game, the Dragon League champion, our rival. As usual, he opens with Golden Uzaru, cutting our attack and making our Jet Kick weak for the entire fight. Kamehameha hardly does half his health and damage, as Wrath does almost half of mine. A second Kamehameha takes him out, and thank God, his weak Zarbon 2 is out second. I take the chance to use 6 after images. He powers up his special attack, but it doesn't really do him any good. All he has is Ki Bomber and Ki Blast, and neither would be that bad. He manages to hit me with Ki Blast once, but it only does a third of my health. Not too bad considering how buffed he is. Our rival also wastes a Senzu Bean on him, so that's pretty good for us. Eventually we take him out. Third out is Super C13, who might one-shot us due to our low defense. Kamehameha takes him to just above red health as he instantly hits us with a really weak SSD bomber. Good thing he didn't go for a physical move, because that's what his ability actually powers up. Second Kamehameha ends him. Next is Metacooler, and Kamehameha brings him to about the same point. Somehow, he hit with a death ball, but it didn't do much damage. Even with 6 after images, we still get hit a lot. Majin Vegeta is the same speed as us, so it's random who goes first between us. He misses his Dragon Rush, and our Kamehameha takes out half his health. He eats a berry though, so it'll take more than one extra Kamehameha to end him. He eats a Senzu Bean after missing a second Dragon Rush. This is really tense. Majin Vegeta has an ability that powers up his attack power, so Dragon Rush hits really hard. Through sheer luck, he misses yet another Dragon Rush, and I finish him off with Kamehameha. Last out is Perfect Cell. 2 Kamehamehas, and it's all over. We've beaten the Dragon League and gotten Yamcha into the Hall of Fame. Considering After Image raises our evasion less than Double Team, and our stats are lower than a level 50 Gogeta, I'm really surprised I was able to beat the Dragon League on so few tries. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is a mod of Pokemon Fire Red called Dragon Ball Z Team Training. I don't know if you noticed that anything was different. You're probably wondering tons about the game, though. What are the legendaries? What are the other things that were changed that weren't in the video? What are the Sevi Islands like? What do the Scouters say? What happens when you get all the Dragon Balls? Well, you're in luck, because myself and some friends have a Let's Play series of this very game, where we're in the process of catching them all. That's right, we're filling the entire scouter to see what happens. These videos are all uploaded in a playlist in the description and in a card in the top right, and I'll be streaming sessions of myself leveling up the fighters to evolve them on my Twitch TV account. Shout out to Prophet Caleb, by the way, for accidentally predicting this video. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, you might just make it in the video. For my next challenge, we're going on to Generation 5 with Pokemon Black. This is actually the first Pokemon game that I've played on the show, but never beaten. So doing it in a challenge will be a hell of a learning experience for me. For our Pokemon, let's go with the one that you guys have requested by far the most in the YouTube comments. My next challenge is going to be Pokemon Black with a team of 1 Bidoof. If you want to see me do more challenges like this, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter. I absolutely need more ideas from you guys on what I should do next, and I'm having a lot of fun making these. Also, check out the playlist in the description to watch all the Pokemon challenges that I've already uploaded. If you guys want to see more Pokemon stuff from me, I'm doing a Let's Play of Pokemon Sun. I did Generation 1 with 1 Rattata, Gen 2 with a single Sunkern and no items, Fire Red with 1 Magikarp, Gen 3 with 1 Wobbuffet and no items, and Gen 4 with Pikachu and no items. Also, come to my Twitch TV streams and tell me that this video sent you. I'm interested to see how many people actually do it. And so far, it's quite a few of you. Thank you so much everybody for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.